I saw recently a video from one of the guys I follow on YouTube, Fish on Forte, and he showed an adaptation he did for his ballyhoo bait box. And I wanted to show you what I've been doing for a while, and it's also part of small boat organization for fishing offshore. A little tackle center I built, half-inch plywood, the face of it. And if you notice up underneath there, I've got a lifetime cooler. The 27 quart fits perfectly. Slide it out. Slide it out. Open her up. And look, I've got a bait tray in here, and I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to show you all about it. First of all, this bait tray, I make them myself, and it's like aluminum, 16th, that might be 20 gauge aluminum, and it's pretty simple to make. Just use an angle grinder. I form it on a piece of angle iron, bending the 90-degree corners on it, and solder it here with a propane torch and some of that aluminum solder you can get at Harbor Freight or whatever hardware store. But it's real simple, real easy. Now this is what I've come up with to organize my ballyhoo. This tray will hold this tray will hold 12 medium ballyhoo. And if you note these little plastic packs, I have my my ballyhoo pin rigs in. What they do is I'm able to pick up a rigged ballyhoo with a leader attached to it and not tangle the rest of these rigs. So it's absolutely amazing. It works 100% of the time, and to show you, somebody might say, well, how about wire? Well, there's number 9 piano wire on the same outfit. Now you notice this plastic or vinyl, whatever it is made out of the same stuff they do with curtains. I just went down to the canvas shop and asked them for a certain piece of it. My home machine would not stitch it, so I had to hand stitch some of these, and that's why this looks like this. Otherwise, I got another machine, commercial machine, and it stitches them just fine. I was wondering too about what the diameter of some of this vinyl is, and one of them is thicker than the other. And I measured it with my micrometer. One is 0.85 millimeters. It's pretty thick. And the other one, a little thinner, is 0.42. And if you look, this is how you can also store your sea witches, and they don't get messed up, the hair doesn't get tangled and stuff like that. You just put the hook in here, coil up the leader, and stuff it in this, and keeps everything ship shape until you need it again. Hopefully you're fishing. Hopefully you've got them rigged up. But it works with all types of. You can see how the sea witch just goes in there, just like that. It works real well. This box is about approximately 4 inches deep, and it fits inside that cooler. So you can make them all different sizes. I've made some that fit in 50 quart coolers, 55, whatever. And so it's pretty simple. The other thing that I do is I don't use the under gunnel rod storage in my boat, simply because the reels, they come out to the edge here, and you can hit them with your foot, etc. And so what I did is I added extra rod holders on the back of my leaning post here. And typically what I do is I'll fish 4 trolling rods and 4 bottom fishing rigs, maybe 3, and I'll usually have an extra spinning rod that I'll have rigged up with a casting bait or a thread bait or something like that in case something shows up to the boat. And when I'm bottom fishing, I made this little deal, and I keep it stored underneath the gunnel, just really nice and neat there, out from underfoot. It stays out of the way. You put it in here, and I don't know if you can see it well enough or not, but it's got a scale in here on your fish length. The whole thing's total 24 inches long, and it's made out of I guess it's that foam core board that you can get at Lowe's. It's really inexpensive. Buy a big sheet of it for $20. The first one I made out of starboard, and it was small, but it was too small. I couldn't really cut the bait and etc. and so on, and I needed something to measure fish on instead of kneeling down, because I don't know if you're like me, but I hate to kneel down on the floor to measure fish. Here's the other thing I made. I made a tackle center. I don't have to put tackle bags or tackle boxes in here. I made this out of 1/2-inch plywood. These drawers are deep enough where you can put a tackle, one of those, I don't know, whatever, fold up envelopes in there, and it fits in there perfectly. Or one of those taller boxes. I ordered the stainless steel slides off the internet, couldn't find them locally. Painted it white, trimmed it all in teak, so that, and then here's a top drawer for tools and stuff like that. Now you can push it up underneath the leaning post out of the way, or you can leave it sitting out with a pad on it, and you can sit on it, or a couple people can sit on it and watch the rods out the back trolling. Pretty space conservative. It just slides right in, just like that, without the pad, of course. And the bait box slides right in there. Everything's out of the way. And somebody said, well, where do you put your fish? I use a fish bag across the back here, and it comes in it's a space saver. And if people want to sit, I bring a couple of bean bags, put them back here in the back, and you can sit back here and snore, whatever you want to do. That's kind of how we do it. I put extra rod holders in my boat too, all the way up to the bow, and through bolted them. Found I had to do that when I started using planer rods. Don't have outriggers. I just fish them. Fish one planer rod, 3 other rods. Sometimes just total 4. Just depends on what I'm fishing for. But that's the way it is. And I appreciate you listening and watching my channel. Thank you.